What's up FPL gaffers? Welcome back to my channel for another FPL video. Firstly, apologies for the lack of content on the channel. I have shifted into a new place, and that is why I couldn't upload any videos for you before the deadline of Game Week 8. However, I hope all of you have had an amazing Game Week 8. Let me know how you did in the comments down below on how many points your team made or how well you did, any chips were active. Please put it down in the comments below and I will take you through how my team has done in Game Week 8. At the time of recording, my team is on 60 points and I did make the bold decision ahead of the Game Week deadline to play Martin Dubravka over Robert Sanchez, and boy didn't it pay off. He's got 9 points, so the clean sheet against Leeds United, a point for the 3 saves that he made, actually 4, but to every 3 saves a goalkeeper gets 1 point. So Martin Dubravka getting those points, plus he was on 2 bonus points for the amazing saves that he made. I'm happy with that decision. However, I think I could have influenced you guys to play Martin Dubravka. Apologies, this one's on me. But in defense, I then went in with Mickey van der Ven, came out with a blank in Game Week 8. No returns from Mickey van der Ven, played the whole 90 minutes, no defcons, got a yellow card, and the 2 goals conceded didn't help the cause. I was expecting it to be at least a clean sheet for Tottenham, especially the way they started the season. But being it a home fixture, they ended up losing to Aston Villa. Some of us have sold Ollie Watkins and Morgan Rogers, but Morgan Rogers, of course, coming up with the goods for Aston Villa in that game against Tottenham. My next defender was Mark Gahey. What a match that was, with Crystal Palace taking on Bournemouth. A 3-3 draw. Mark Gahey gets the assist for being brought down in the penalty box. Jean-Philippe Mateta taking the penalty and scoring it. Mark Gahey getting the returns in the form of an assist, and minutes played usually gets 2, but because conceded 3 goals, a -1 for that. My next pick was William Saliba. This is of course a pick I had made when Gabriel was yellow flagged and I was not sure whether to go. I was sure to go with Gabriel in that game week, but because of the yellow flag, I just went with Saliba. Saliba comes up with 6 points. Not a big issue, no defensive contributions, of course, not on the bonus, but did get at least the 6 points. At this moment, I think a lot of you must be having at least double or triple Arsenal defense if you don't have any in attack. But at the moment, I am on single Arsenal defense. William Saliba coming with 6 points. My next pick was El Hadji Malik Diouf. He is still at this time of recording yet to play. I hope he does come out with some kind of returns, because otherwise that is a red arrow for me in a second game week in a row. Moving on to my midfield, Bruno Fernandes, 8 points. A lot of us have been frustrated with Bruno Fernandes and have sold him, but I chose to take patience, keep him, and in the big game, he's come up with 8 points, even more than some of us who bought Saka in. Saka making 7 points, Bruno Fernandes on 8, just getting the assist for Harry Maguire's goal, and then getting the full 3 bonus points. Of course, missing on defensive contributions again by just 3 contributions, but nevertheless, makes 8 points, gets me a bit higher. And the next pick is Semenyo. Semenyo again got an assist and minutes played, of course, comes up with a 4-pointer. Semenyo, someone I don't need to talk much about. I think amongst the active FPL managers who are playing the game, almost everyone now owns Semenyo. So whatever Semenyo does doesn't make much of a difference. My next pick was Caicedo. I chose to play him although he was yellow flagged. ahead of the game week. He got benched, of course, hence why another reason I am on a big red arrow this game week. Comes on in the second half and just gets the 1 point. My next pick is Jared Bowen. Of course, Jared Bowen at the time of recording still playing, gonna play Brentford at home tonight. So hoping he also can come up with some returns where at least I hold rank or get a green arrow at the end of the game week due to Diouf and Jared Bowen. Hoping the two of them can come up with the goods and I can again be back on track with the green arrows, but at the moment looking pretty bad with a red arrow. Next pick was Joao Pedro. Of course, again, no shots. Chelsea winning 3-0 and still Joao Pedro hasn't come up with any sort of return from those 3 goals. At this point, I would be closely monitoring Joao Pedro. Do not rush to take him out because the next fixture is Sunderland at home for Chelsea. So I would try and keep him at least for that Sunderland match. Give him a chance in that Sunderland match. If he doesn't do well in that Sunderland match, by then I think we will have good options of buying Mateta back into the team, because at this point in the upcoming fixture, Mateta is playing Arsenal, and Arsenal having the best defense. It is a bit of a 50-50 whether you want to go early on Mateta or just have Joao Pedro for the Sunderland home game and see if he comes up with the goods, or just buy Mateta and keep him on the bench up until game week 10. My next pick, again, not much to talk about. For those of you who haven't sold Salah and do not have Haaland, I strongly advise to go and get Haaland. He's a good option for captaining. Comes up with 26 points, 2 goals and the full 3 bonus, and the minutes played, of course, making it 13. But because he was my captain, coming up with 26 points. On the bench, then I had Robert Sanchez, of course, kept the clean sheet, but unfortunately took a yellow card in that game, so comes up with just 5 points. Nico Williams again conceded 3 goals to Chelsea, comes up with just the 1-pointer on my bench. Potts, as usual, a West Ham player playing Brentford at home tonight. Let's see how it goes. Not that it matters to me much what Potts does, but he is on my bench. And my final pick is Dewsbury Hall, who made 2 points. Again, a tough fixture for Everton at Man City, but Dewsbury Hall coming up with 2 points. That is all for today, guys. This is my post-game week analysis. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share to as many FPL gaffers as you can. If not, I hope to get you, if not, actually, put it down in the comments if there's anything you think I could improve on or get you any better content. If you like it, again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share to as many FPL gaffers. I will see you for Thinking Ahead on Tuesday tomorrow. Peace.